So now after exploring the API of DeepSeek a little, it's time to make that API call inside our Flutter application. So basically once user will gonna type his question here and click on send button, we need to make that API call. And for making this API call inside Flutter, we are going to use an external library. So what you can do is to open your browser and inside a new tab, you can open this site pub.dev. So this pub.dev is actually an official package repository for Dart and Flutter packages. So you will find many useful libraries here. So in our case, we are going to use this HTTP library. So click on it and its documentation will be opened. And here you can simply click on this copy icon to copy the dependency of this library. Now open your Android Studio project and here inside pub-spec you need to add that dependency. So here in the dependency section, simply paste it. After that, click on this pub-get so that this library will be downloaded and added inside our project. And here you can see the message downloading packages. So basically by adding this line here, we are downloading and adding that library inside our project. And now you can see the result. So this library is successfully added inside our project. So now after adding the library, using it, we need to make an API call. And we are going to make that call inside chat screen. So here what we can do is to create a method and we can name it like ask DeepSeek. And we are going to call this method once user will gonna click on the send button. So to do that, inside this on press, we can simply call this ask DeepSeek. And that's it. So now each time user will gonna click on this button, this method will be executed. And inside this method, we are going to make the API call. And to make this call, we need to look at the API documentation of DeepSeek again. So open your browser and here go to this page. And then if you will scroll down in the side pane, you will find this API reference. And here after introduction, you will find this chat section. So click on this create chat completion and it will gonna open this detail. So basically here we got the detailed instructions for making the API call. So you can see for using chat model of DeepSeek, we need to make a post API call. So this is the first thing which we need to see. And based upon it, we are going to write the code here. So inside this ask DeepSeek, we are going to call a post method and this method is present inside this HTTP library. Similarly, if we want to make a get API call, we are going to call get method. And now inside this method, the first thing which we need to pass is the URL which we want to hit. And we are going to pass that URL in the form of this URI object. So what you can do is to use this URI class and then you can use this parse function. And now inside this parse, we need to pass our endpoint and we can take that endpoint from here. So this is the URL which we need to hit for making an API call. So simply copy it and then paste it here. And after that, inside this post method, we need to specify the second thing, which is the header. So if you will write header, you will see this header section. And as you know, in the header, we need to specify the content type to application JSON and also our API key. So to specify these things here, what you can do is to add curly braces here, then in between you can specify the things which are here in the header. So what I will gonna do is to make a copy of these three lines. So let's copy them and then we can paste them here. After that, remove this header symbol because we don't need it. And then we are going to remove this backslash as well and add a comma. After that, we need to separate the key from the value. So here the key is content type. So you can add a single quotation here so that it will be a separate string and then add one here. And now you can see the error is gone. Similarly, do that here and also here. And that's it. So now by doing that, we have specified three things in the header. So firstly, we are telling the content type is application JSON. So it means that we are going to pass the data in the body in the form of JSON. Then we are passing this accept to application JSON. So it means that we are also accepting the data or the response of DeepSeek will be in JSON format. And then the third thing is authorization. So here we need to pass our API key. So you need to replace this token with the API key which you are going to generate on DeepSeek. So how we can do that? So to generate this API key, you can simply go to DeepSeek dashboard, and here you will find this API key section. Then here you can click on this create a new API key, and then you can pass any name that you like. Like I will gonna pass my app, and then click on this create API. Now simply copy this API key, and then you can replace this token with the API key, and that's it. And here you need to make sure that you will secure this API key, because if someone has this API key, he can make API calls from your behalf and your balance will be deducted. And later we will also learn that how we can securely pass API keys inside Flutter. So now after doing that, the third thing which we need to pass inside this post method is the body. So here we can add a body tag, and then in the body we need to specify the model name and other information in JSON format. So you can again open the detail, and now you can see in the body we need to pass this messages list and also the model name. Similarly, there are other parameters which we can also pass, and we are going to cover them later. But now in the body, to specify the data in the form of JSON, we can use this JSON encode function. And then inside it we can add these curly braces, and here we can specify things one by one. So firstly we are going to specify our model name, so pass model, and then in the value section we can copy the model name, so it will be DeepSeek Chat. So simply copy it and then paste it here. After that add a comma, and now the second thing is our list of messages. So messages, and then to specify the messages object, open the detail again, and you know that we need to specify an array here. So to specify it, you can simply copy it starting from that point till this, and then you can paste it here. After that add a semicolon, and that's it. So right now we are simply calling this post method and passing our API endpoint. Then in the header we are passing our API key along with this content type. And after that in the body we are specifying the model name and the list of messages. So here in this list, the first object is actually for setting the behavior of DeepSeek, so you can ignore it for now. But the second object should be our query, but right now we are simply setting hi here. So instead of this hi, we need to pass the question which user entered inside this text field. So we need to actually get the text which user entered here in this text field and pass it here. Or we can wait for it and firstly test whether we are successfully making an API call here or not. And to test it, what we can do is to assign the response of this post method to a variable and then print that response. So what you can do is to create a variable and name it response, and assign the result of this post method to this response. And as this post method will gonna make an API call, so it will gonna take some time. So we can add an await keyword here, so we will wait until we will get some response. And when we use this await keyword, we need to make this method async. So it means that this method will be executed asynchronously, and inside it we will wait until we will get the response from API. And once we will get the response from API, then we can show that response or print its detail in the console. And to do that, we can simply use this print function, and inside it we can use this response dot body. So basically we are showing the body of the response returned by this API call, and there we will be able to see whether we have made that request successfully or not. So now after making the changes, simply click on the stop main dot and then install the application again inside the simulator. And this time once we are going to click on the send button, this ask DeepSeek method will be executed, and inside it we are making this API call. So now our application is installed again, and now let's test it by clicking on this send icon. So I will click here, and after that you need to open your run section. So here in the run section we will get the detail, and there you can see we got some detail printed here, and this detail is actually containing the line hello, how I can assist you today. So this is actually the response returned by DeepSeek model when we made an API call with message hi. So we sent hi and DeepSeek says hello, how I can assist you today. And for now we have printed this information in the console, but later we are going to display that information here in the middle of screen. But right now we are able to make an API call successfully inside our application.